all around us, do not be so naive as to think we are the only ones who can harness its power.
What the medic ordered the Blue Rose.
Everyone knows the order is fake news.
Will you get the call?
Yes.
Be expecting great things from you.
Welcome to the order. I'm going to teach you how to use magic properly.
This is the most powerful incantation ever created.
What does it do?
Anything is possible.
If you don't do something, people are gonna die.
We will build a world like you have never seen.
All magic has a cost. If you don't pay the price, things can go wrong.
Would you say that that's a life imitating art or art imitating life? Or would you just say, well, they just label some of these shows as non-fiction, right? I mean, for starters, look at all the trigger words that they use in there. Not to mention that obviously they're imitating the Order of Skull and Bones at Yale, but that's not the only school that has these secret societies. They're throughout the country, okay? These big Ivy League schools are the main ones that do their recruiting there. But how about the guy asks about the secret order, and she goes, oh, well, that's fake news, right? I mean, these people are so unbelievable. And then you go through the comment section on this trailer, and you just read some of the stuff people write. And they're so oblivious to the fact that they're being indoctrinated and desensitized to these things, these truths of the world. Because you can go on videos that show the footage from inside Skull and Bones that was taken of one of the rituals that was performed there.
It was indoors. We only got to see the outdoor part.
Right.
We only got to and listen to the outdoor part. God only knows what went on indoors.
And what did you hear? What was it? You managed to get this unique
Oh, it
access
was
to
just, it was gross. I mean, they were pretending to murder me.
What was the tone of it though? Was it jokey? Or was it funny?
No, it wasn't jokey at all. It was sick. That's the only way to describe it. It was sick.
What you're hearing is the first recording ever made of the Skull and Bones initiation ceremony. This has never been broadcast before. 15 new members of the club are being introduced into the macabre rituals of Skull and Bones by the senior students who are about to graduate. The club has what some might see as a strange fascination with death, skulls and bones. There's the chant too, difficult to hear first of all, but including the devil equals death.
Where, people are demonically possessed and screaming and just doing all sorts of things that would not be considered normal, like fake mock death rituals, the same ones that they do in every Freemason lodge in America. You get these guys putting on their underwear and being blindfolded while someone holds a sword to their throat and they take a vow of an oath of secrecy that they can't reveal any of the secrets. Well, I wonder what do you think the secrets are that they're trying to protect? Huh? You think it's the secret recipe for, fellow brothers in the order that have a really, really good pot roast recipe or chicken marsala? Is that what the oath's for? What do you think the secrecy is and why they wouldn't want people to know? Okay? People keep secrets from each other for a reason, because they don't want them to know. Why? Because it usually means something powerful or strong, or it could usually ruin someone. Now, you think it would ruin these secret orders if people found out that they were worshiping Lucifer, that they were involved in human sacrifice rituals, that they were involved in trafficking, that all of these people have manipulated our society into thinking that this is a free republic, where these people aren't the ones who are the controllers, who are getting handed jobs left and right. We're supposed to believe that they're being elected into all these positions of Congress, and all these CEOs of big corporations are just smarter than we are because they go to Yale and they get a degree, and thus they're there and we're not, right? It's a joke. It's an illusion. So look at this show, right? We see the same stuff we always see. How many of these do we need to see where they're, doing these rituals, whether they're mock or not, where they're talking about what? Magic? I mean, this is only the millionth time I've covered it, right? From Sabrina to, the remakes of all of these shows, Charmed. I mean, the list is just on and on and on. And it never stops. It never stops. They just keep coming out with this stuff because they're desensitizing people. The people who watch this trailer are more enamored with the acting of the actors. You have people in the comment section talking about how they're going to enjoy it because they are big fans of werewolves. I mean, you can't make up the stupidity of the world with a fan of a werewolf. I mean, huh? Is somebody kidding me? A fan of werewolves and werewolf. I mean, oh my gosh. Meanwhile, right in front of our faces, right, you see them planting more trigger words, rubbing it in with fake news, so the guy knows that there's a secret order, just like we all know of Skull and Bones, right? Just like we see on the TV when they talk about it, with Bush and Kerry, and they go, oh, the secret Skull and Bones order, and everyone's just like, I've never heard of it, just like with Bohemian Grove, right? Bill Clinton and these guys, they're like, oh, isn't that the place up in the woods where grown men walk around naked, peeing in the bushes? And everybody laughs at it, right? The deflection. Because they're so stupid. They don't realize that these people do not have their best interest at hand. These people are enslaving them. And they're constantly showing us this stuff right in front of our faces. And the reaction from the public is, who cares? It's going to be good entertainment. It's Netflix. You know, it's what's the most important part of my week is turning on Netflix and watching The Order, right? And of course, talking about magic, right? These masks that we see at all these rituals, from the Rothschild Gala to the satanic rituals that they constantly are showing us, whether they're mock commercials like the Taco Bell Illuminati, whatever it was called, commercial, right? But they're constantly showing us these rituals, these eyes wide shut like rituals, where everybody's masked, wearing cloaks, where they're doing human sacrifice, right? You see the guy holding the knife up above someone's chest, right? And talking about the power of magic and good magic and how dangerous magic can be. But remember, magic's not real, folks. They're only showing to us in every movie, right? Somebody's just like, oh yeah, you know, magic, this thing where we can levitate and we can summon demons, and oh, it's just so fascinating that we need to talk about it in every movie, over and over. Like nobody can come up with a new original idea. Harry Potter, Cinderella, Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, the Genie, the Magic Rose, the Magic Apple, the Magic Mirror, right? Over and over and over. So these types of shows are put there to desensitize people, period. I have a video on The Order of Skull and Bones. It's one of my better videos. They actually banned it originally on my old channel. I got it back. It's a very good video. I recommend everybody check it out. I've even talked about some books about secret orders. I forget off the top of my head the name. The Secret Establishment, I believe, is called The Order of Skull and Bones 322. There's books out there if you want to read for yourself, and you can see all the connections. And I'm going to do more videos on it. You see all the connections between these families who go to these Ivy League schools, who are part of these same secret societies, and then how they become and they get handed these major industries, right? From the DuPonts with the chemicals to the railroads, transportation, to the food industry, the agriculture, I mean, you name it. And it just happens to be all these people that just happen to go become a part of all these secret orders, right? But it's because they're so much more smarter, they're so much smarter, more talented than the rest of us. Boy, but that whole secret oath and secret order stuff, nah, that doesn't mean anything. That just means they don't want you to find, the secret that they're keeping from one another is who farted and who left the floater in the middle toilet of the ritual house, or who's got the best breakfast recipe for Rice Krispie treats, right? Because people's brains don't get past that part. But then they see, oh, the girl going fake news. Oh, the secret order is fake news, right? As they continue to work that word in as a trigger word, along with conspiracy theory and all these other things, so that when people see it, they automatically dismiss it. They're being played like puppets on strings. It's amazing, folks. So Netflix coming out with The Order, obviously playing off of these secret societies. We have The Lodge on TV now, which is glorifying Freemason lodges and all these lodges that are in towns, making it seem like it's just it's not a big thing. It's just a bunch of guys getting drunk and they help each other out, and it's a good time for everybody. Sometimes they dress up in costumes, and but it's nothing you would think it would be. No one's worshiping Lucifer. These rituals don't really happen, even though they're constantly showing it to us over and over. Even though there's constantly documentation of people who come forward and admit to being satanically abused ritually, right? And then the cases just all get thrown out the window. They all get dismissed. Couldn't be because the judges and all these people are part of the same secret orders. And the secret is that they keep these things secret and they protect one another and they look out for one another. Absolutely ridiculous. Netflix, The Order. Check the trailer out for yourself and read some of the comments below, and you'll see how stupid our current society is. The dumbest generation ever, and it's only going to get worse. Thank you for listening to today's show. God bless all of you and your families.